mean, if you're going to, argue against, the data I'm presenting regarding evolution, at least connect the dots on your argument.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get from phylogeny to entropy.
It doesn't even make
Well,
sense.
evolution is false. Evolution is false.
Sure,
Can you give an
that's
argument?
great. That's great.
Gman, you know God used evolution, right?
Excuse me?
God
Maximus doesn't believe in evolution. He believes that God created everything.
Well,
I
it depends.
don't think those are contraries.
There's a couple.
You believe in theistic evolution. You don't believe in biological evolution. You can't.
Theistic evolution
Then
is
you're not a
biological.
Catholic.
Do you mean natural
Actually, Gman, you're
evolution?
right. We
do
don't
you think
believe
God
in
is
biological
evolving?
evolution because there's no belief involved.
Well, hang on, G-Man. I think
evolution is purely on belief. There's no science involved in it.
Do you
I'm
mean
sorry.
natural evolution?
Yeah,
like from a naturalistic perspective.
Isaiah's
There's no
right.
science involved in it.
I want G-Man to say belief in science and evolution in the same sentence more and more.
Well, you guys are all equivocating stuff. Okay, Isaiah's the only person so far that's actually got it right. Evolution is when you talk about theistic evolution, that's the same as biological evolution. The evolution is the same. Okay. Now, what G-Man is trying to say, there's a difference between theistic evolution and natural evolution, right? Because if you want to be like an ontological naturalist, but they're different things. So when G-Man just says something like evolution isn't true, what is he referring to? What does he mean by evolution? If he's talking about an allelic frequency change, then of course that's the false statement. Because we can
That's
demonstrate
not what I'm
that.
talking about.
Okay.
That's
Of
not
course,
what I'm
he's
talking
talking about non-dogs coming from dogs.
Well,
I was gonna say the same thing, and I held it. Dogs, oh yeah.
Well, we got to be careful when he's using this language here. What he's referring to when he's talking about evolution? Now he's been informed, and by the way, you made the same mistake last time, G-Man. You were in a Christian anarchist debate. By the way, I thought you did not exceptionally horrible.
I didn't do horrible at all. I didn't do horrible at all.
Well, a little bit better than I thought you were going to do. I thought it was a draw. Maybe I'm in the minority there that I thought it was a draw because I didn't really think either party really addressed the topic too much, and I think Christian anarchists really relied a lot more on appeal to authority than he really needed to. But
evolution is not true.
That's
not true.
But when you were saying something about dogs, dogs populations in evolution, you do understand, came from non-dog populations, but not the other way around. And you keep seemingly confusing those two things. There's a big difference there.
No, I'm not.
Right? Okay, so
Also,
you guys are talking for me. I didn't say any of that. You're talking for me.
Then let me ask you. According to evolution, can a dog population ever produce a non-dog population?
According to your theory, no.
Okay. How about reverse? According to evolutionary theory, can a non-dog population produce a dog population at some period of time after?
No.
Well, yeah, they can. According to evolution, that is possible. That's
Then why can a dog reproduce with a wolf?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because a wolf is a dog, you moron. It's a canine.
Okay, but
canine isn't synonymous with dog.
A wolf is a canine.
I hate when people do that.
You just debunked yourself.
Kaiser,
a canine is a dog, you moron.
Hang on.
No, a canine is a canine.
Yeah, hang on. G-Man, do you understand that
you guys go to?
One that was better than yours because a dog.
Really?
Really? A dog is Canis lupus familiaris or domesticus. A wolf is Canis lupus.
You know what an assertion is?
That's something you can go look up. This is not that complicated.
Do you know what an assertion is? You're doing a lot of that. You're not backing any of that up. You're talking for me.
What is the scientific name for a wolf?
Whoa. Wait a minute, Steve. We're starting off the wrong way. You guys are starting off with a straw man. I never say any of this garbage. That's what you guys say. I know what I said, and I know what my arguments are.
Sure,
How about we do this? I make my arguments, then you try to debunk them. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine, but let's finish this first. What is the scientific name for a wolf, and what is the scientific?
I want to build my own argument.
You made an argument. You said that dogs and wolves are the same thing.
I want to hear his new argument.
I would like to make my own argument. I'm not going to play with your straw man. I want to make my own argument.
You just made the argument that dogs and wolves were the same species.
No. You asked me a question, and I answered it.
I think he abandoned that argument. I want to hear his new one.
I want to hear
I don't have a new argument. I wait for you guys to answer some of my questions, but you haven't done because I haven't asked any of them.
Go ahead. One at a time, and everybody stop interrupting and stop yelling over each other. Especially Kaiser, Max, Isaiah. Let's one at a time, guys. I can't hear when all three of you guys jump in.
I hope
Okay.
True Empiricism's watching this.
Okay. So
True Empiricism, you owe me. So anyway, this is my argument. I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. This is my argument. I disagree with macro evolution. That's the idea that a kind of an animal is going to become a different kind of animal over a long period of time. Please tell me that's not evolution, because when you do that, I'm going to school you in a minute.
All right, Gene, let me ask you a question. Can you find me where in any biological definition it talks about one kind of an animal becoming another kind as far as macroevolution?
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, yeah, sure, it does.
Sure, find the definition.
It happens through mutations, through environment, through common descent, according to you guys, and a whole bunch of other things.
So
now, just because I'm not boring people to tears and starting from the very beginning and then working my way up to now, I mean, I'm assuming you guys know what the heck the topic is.
Well, that's your claim. That's your claim.
Apparently, through your abiogenesis, because let's start there, okay? According to your theory, life came from non-life, and I don't know if you're a theist. I don't know.
Well,
wait a minute. I never said it was evolution. Ding back. Let me finish talking.
Well, let's address one claim at a time. Don't gish gallop, okay? I won't let you gish gallop.
I'm not just galloping. I haven't even finished making the claim.
Your first claim was actually, well, you did. You talked about macroevolution. I am rejecting your definition of macroevolution.
Oh my God! I didn't even. Oh brother, whatever.
You said it. You did define it. You
whatever,
said
Steve. No, I didn't, Steve. No, I didn't, Steve.
Okay, did he not say that macroevolution was a change of kinds from one thing to another?
Steve, this is what you're doing, Steve.
Yes,
this is what you're doing, Steve. This is what you're doing, Steve. You're pretending to be cordial, letting me make half statements without hearing what I got to say. Are there any other Christians?
He's trying to address each claim one at a time.
Right.
Maximus is a pretender. I would actually finish my statement.
Okay, we're going to address one statement at a time, okay? And your first statement was about macroevolution.
No, it wasn't.
You did say, you talked about macroevolution not more than 30 minutes ago.
No, it wasn't. So
you never mentioned macroevolution?
No. I made a half statement, and I'm trying to finish.
But your statement is incorrect. We reject your definition of macroevolution. Now
do you know what Depakote is, or Thorazine, or Metarol is? Do you know what those are?
Yes.
Those are medications. I think you should go get them. Let me finish making my statement now, okay? Thank you, okay? I gave you a brief definition of what macroevolution was, and that's it. That is what it is.
No,
regardless of what you think, because you guys make it up as you go along.
Oh, hang on.
Now, my argument.
What your argument is? You're not going to get away with that.
Of course you don't.
We reject that definition. Can you cite me a source on that definition?
Of course you don't. Of course.
Because that's not the definition.
Steve, what school did you go to, Steve? What university did you go to?
Naval Nuclear Power School, Texas A&M, and College.
Did they ever teach you to do this? Wait for a person to finish their statement.
You did finish a statement. You made a statement.
No. They didn't teach you that. You didn't learn. You didn't learn language.
You made a statement.
People skills. Got some books you can read that can teach you how to do that if you like.
You made a statement. We're going to hold you to the fire. I want your definition to be documented.
When you guys are treated like this in my Google Hangouts, you know why now. Okay.
Well, I'm not treating you poorly. I'm asking you to back up what you said.
This is why it happened.
Okay, we reject your definition.
I'm not answering anything until I get to actually make my statement.
All right, I tell you what. You have 2 minutes to say whatever you want. Everybody shut up, and then I'm going to go back and ask them the same question I did from the beginning. What is definition of macroevolution?
No. Listen to me, and listen to me very carefully, okay? You believe, if you believe in biological evolution, that you evolved from a rock.
No, I do not.
Okay? You believe, if you believe in biological evolution, that life came from non-life.
No, not as far as evolution.
Now, whoa. Time out, okay? If you got evidence for that, please show me it. If you don't,
first of all, again,
you can tell me your bedtime story till you're blue in the face. You ain't going to change my mind.
So you made 3 claims so far, all of which that I will deny. What is your point? Because I don't believe we came from a rock. Evolution doesn't teach we came from a rock. Your definition of macroevolution is wrong. So
where did it teach you come from? I can screen share just like you can. Where did it teach you came from?
I answered your question. I answered your question. Now you're going to answer mine. Give me
where did it teach it? You made an assertion. You didn't prove anything.
G-Man, calm down.
G-Man, one at a time. the question on the table is, can you give me a working definition of macroevolution that we both agree upon that you can cite? Until you have that, we can't go any further. We're at impasse.
Could you please answer my question? You don't get to make an assertion and then just ignore it and then go to your question. Answer my question.
I am answering your question.
Do you believe that biological evolution teaches that life came from that the life came from non-life? Yes or no? Because if you can't even get that right, there's no need to talk to you.
Biological evolution is not teaching
that is not evolution.
Okay, guys, let me do this real quick because he wants to talk to me. Nowhere in evolution does it talk about life coming from non-life because that is not a change of allelic frequency. That is a different hypothesis called abiogenesis. Now I've answered your question. Now you answer mine. Give me a working definition of macroevolution. I don't care about your rebuttal until you answer my question about macroevolution.
I have a rebuttal for that.
Great. Answer my question first.
Where did the single cell come from?
No, answer my question first.
Where did the single cell come from?
G-Man, either answer my question or I'm not going to say the same.
Dodge is getting old by you guys.
Bye, G-Man. Yeah. I'm ejecting.
Hold it. Keep them on.
No, I won't.
Keep them on.
Because, no. This is how I play this. This is how I play this game. If I get to answer his question, he has to answer mine. If he doesn't answer mine, then there's no conversation.
I'm going to give you a working definition. I'm going to give you a working definition right now.
Okay, thank you. So what's a working definition?
I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to go to Google right now. Could you cut your camera on for me, Steve?
No.
Why not?
Because my camera will not work on this computer.
How do I know?
He doesn't have his makeup.
How do I know you're not reading from any notes or nothing?
What the hell? I mean, notes. I'm laying on my bed.
How do I know that you're not
cheating
and looking at any notes?
G-Man, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Why would it? First of all, what could I possibly be looking at? Second of all, what the hell are you talking about? What notes? Did I prepare for you to come in here?
No.
Okay,
I'm laying on my bed. About the J.D. Keynes of the world feeding you information. I want to know that they're not doing that.
I am not talking to anybody right now. I'm laying on my bed with my keyboard on my lap.
Give me the definition. I'm sorry. Give me a second to give you the definition according to Google. Okay? So that's the only way we're going to actually agree since you believe everything is subjective.
Well, I know that there's no definition that says a organism or something changes from one kind to another. I did a debate with Wayne on macroevolution. I know what the definitions are. Did you watch that debate? No. I barely know who you are. Did you watch that? So you didn't watch that debate. So I did. I mean, Wayne. Did we not have a long debate?
I think you're a coward. I think you're a coward, and you're looking for a reason to kick me out.
Okay,
that's what I think.
You do not get to speak for anybody's inner motives, okay? Nobody.
Yeah, I would find. I'm not looking to kick you out, man.
I can say whatever the heck I want here, just like you can.
Screen share.
Screen for us. Okay.
Now let me give you the definition that you asked for, since you want the answer to your question. All right.
Yes, please.
All right, I got a short definition here, and this is on.
Do you know who came up
on the Google search? The Google search results. On the Google search thing here, it says the term applies mainly to the evolution of whole taxonomic groups over a long period of time. I can tell you what the rest of your community says, depending on what mood they feel in. They feel, and that's basically small changes over a long period of time. That's macroevolution, pretty much.
I don't use that definition, by the way.
Of course you don't.
Species of course you don't.
Jay uses a different definition. Fiona, who has a PhD, uses a different definition. All of you guys do, depending who you're talking to. It's called lying.
No, here's a basal definition that we all use, that every one of us will agree upon. Macroevolution are microevolutionary changes that are among more than one species. That is something that every biologist would agree to. That is a basal definition. Okay, that means that when you have
true empiricism was right. All you do is make assertions. You don't prove anything.
Well, you can go look this up, G-Man. This is not.
No, I ain't looking nothing up. You make a lot of assertions. You don't back anything up.
The term macroevolution was actually coined by a Russian geneticist. Okay, his name was Yuri Filipchenko was his name, and what he was trying to do was develop a nomenclature that separated genetics from Mendelian inheritance and what's called cytoplasmic inheritance. Okay, in modern taxonomy, when we say the term macroevolution, all that means that we are looking at the processes of microevolution among more than one species. Therefore, speciation is macroevolution. I can back this up by, if you look up Bio 304, Texas University, it'll have a course on macroevolution, which specifically states speciation is macroevolution. Okay, that's my evidence for that. So look at Bio 304.
How many different definitions are there for species?
Well, hang on. Well, there's a lot of different things. I can think of 25 different things that can cause species.
How many different definitions are there for a species?
I don't know, 2 or 3. But there's 25 different criteria.
There are 14 different definitions for species. Since you want to go with that word, which definition are you going with?
The basal definition for species, there's 2 things that cannot interbreed with each other or geologically isolated from each other. However, there are about 25 different things that make them reproductively isolated from each other.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Okay, so you obviously don't believe it's evolution if a dog becomes a non-dog. You don't think that's possible, right?
If you have a population of dogs, okay, first of all, you keep on saying dog. Evolution deals with population genetics, okay? Organisms do not evolve. A dog does not evolve. A population evolves, okay?
That's not what I asked you. I'm going to ask you the same question again. The question I specifically asked you was, do you believe a dog will turn into something that is not a dog over millions and millions of years?
A dog will die. No, because the dog will die in about 14 years. How is a dog going to survive for millions of years?
Okay. So for the record, you just said that a dog cannot become a non-dog because a dog will be dead in 14 years.
Yeah, okay? Dogs don't live.
Let's go backwards. Wait a minute. Whoa. Let's go backwards.
Wait, G, do you think a dog lives millions of years? A dog has a life expectancy of about 14 years, G. How is a dog going to change into anything but a dog?
Steve, can you do me a favor, Steve? Steve, can you do me a personal favor?
Is anybody else not grasping this, that he thinks a dog lives millions of years?
Steve, I understand you got to lie for these morons in this room. Could you give me the YouTube link for this, please? I would like the YouTube link for this channel.
Why would you want a YouTube link for a citation?
No. You don't understand. I want a video response to this because of what you just said.
Yeah, I want everybody to pay attention. I want this to be on record. G-Man, you think a dog can live for millions of years?
I didn't say that. That's not what I actually said.
Yes, you did.
Steve. I just got finished working my second job today.
Okay,
I'm a very busy person. Okay,
thanks, Obama.
Steve. I want you to pay very close attention to me, Steve. Okay, my time is valuable. Okay, I asked you a specific question. Do you believe that a dog will become a non-dog over a long period of time through small changes? So do I have to spell it out for you or what I mean by that?
A dog will be dead in 14 years. This is what you're saying, G-Man.
Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying.
I am listening to what you're saying word for word, and you said 3 times now.
No, you're not. Let's talk about microevolution because we both agree on that.
No.
We both agree on micro. We both agree on micro.
G-Man, let me speak for a minute. You may not be aware of what you're saying here because you've had a long day, but you've said 3 times now, and this is on the record, that you asked me if a singular life form, over millions of years will become a non-dog. A singular life form will be dead with a life expectancy of about 14 to 15 years. Some can live a little bit longer. Okay, but a single dog is not going to live millions of years. Do you understand the problem with your question?
I would like to say something publicly too.
Can I phrase your question?
Why am I not black? Why am I not black?
Kaiser, I swear to God, stop
Kaiser,
it.
cool.
I want you to answer this question.
A lot of atheists are doing that kind of thing to try to get under my skin. I already flagged J.D. Kane. I'm not playing your racist games, okay? Stop playing with me.
All right, G-Man,
that is not funny to me.
Answer my question. How does a dog that only lives about 14 years live millions of years?
That is not the argument that I'm making. So
that is the statement you're making.
Let me clarify what I'm saying. If you won't let me, I'll call your house and then do it that way yourself if you like.
You can clarify. I would hope that you clarify.
Doxing is illegal, just to let you know.
The next person who talks, I'm booting.
Let me clarify my point. Okay? Because you're speaking for me again. If you do that again, I'm going to start doing that to you. I promise you, okay?
Well, G-Man, I'm not speaking for you. This is what you've said now 3 times on record.
No, you didn't say, you know what, G-Man? How about this? I don't know how old you are, Steve, but this is what adults do. I don't understand your question. Could you please clarify what you mean by that? By what you mean by dogs becoming a non-dog over a long period of time. And that's how you have an adult conversation. But I'm talking to a potential atheist or whatever the heck you are, but you don't understand that.
Kaiser, I don't need your help right now. Please don't. Listen to me very carefully, G. Okay, you're going full G-Man here. You said 3 times. I wanted clarification because I was trying to point out to you that you had what's called a malformed question. You stated on the record. You stated on the record. Can someone replay this, please? He said on the record 3 times.
And I tried to clarify what I'm saying. You won't shut up to let me do it.
Please clarify that.
You've clarified 3 times. You clarified the same statement. Okay. How if you cannot clarify things? Why? Okay, just
deserve it.
Repeat, G-Man. Just repeating the same statement 3 times and still getting it wrong.
I am trying to clarify what I mean. But you know what, Steve? You're a mind reader. Please tell me right now what I was saying. Oh, yes, you already.
Oh, but you're not a mind reader when you call us morons?
Wait a minute. But you just got finished saying that I think a dog is going to live for millions of years. Anybody, this shows you don't watch my channel either, because I clarified this a quadrillion different times. Can we please get
I heard the
Jade
same
in
question
here,
too.
or someone with an education to talk to me, please?
G-Man.
Says the guy who thinks that mega erosion doesn't happen.
Hey, G-Man.
Jade is competition. This guy doesn't even listen.
Did you recognize what you said? Do you want us to play back the tape? Let's play back the tape for G-Man.
No, I would like to clarify what I meant by a dog becoming a non-dog over millions of years. Okay?
You're referring to the species
if you would shut up and let me do it, I would do it.
So clarify that you made a mistake 3 times. You asked a malformed question.
I'm not going to clarify I made a mistake.
You did make a mistake.
Well, after I make my point, you're going to look like a liar. Okay? So anyway, this is what I mean by a dog becoming a non-dog over millions of years.
Okay.
If you look at microevolution, if you have a dog and you have a dog, okay, if they mate and they have puppies, these dogs are going to look slightly different. Now pay attention, Stevie boy, because this is what I meant. Okay? You're going to see fur be thicker in some areas. Maybe your ear might be bigger. Teeth might be longer, claws might be longer, or something like that. Wolf might look slightly different from his parents, taking on both attributes. And depending on how many mutations happens and on the environment and stuff, okay, that's going to determine the type of wolf you're going to, I'm sorry, the type of dog, wolf, or canine that you're going to have over time, according to your theory of evolution.
So you recognize mutations.
Kaiser, I'm going to eject you if you interrupt him one more time. The next person interrupts, I am muting and then ejecting. Got it? Sorry. Finish your thing so I can get my minute out because G-Man is ranting right now and he's not even making
my whole point is if you look at microevolution says small changes over time will eventually become macroevolution, which is going to turn a dog into a non-dog. Okay, at some point, which is impossible, and this is taught by evolution.
Okay,
by evolution, and I can state my sources to prove it. I have a book in here for crying out loud. I have the origin of species. I have a bunch of different things.
All right, G-Man. Now it's my turn. Okay, now you're going to sit there and you're going to learn something. First of all, what you just said is completely asinine. There's something in evolution called Meyer's law on monophyly. Okay, and what that states is that a population will always have descendants of the same species. A population of dogs in evolution can never, in a monophyletic clade, produce a population of non-dogs, as you're suggesting. So I'm asking you for a citation where a population of dogs can produce a population of non-dogs in evolution. Now, which is very funny because one of the first question I asked you when you first came in here was, G-Man, do you believe, according to evolution, that a population of dogs can produce a population of non-dogs? And you said, no, that's not what it teaches. Now you're saying something completely different. See how you're confusing things?
Because now that he's done, I want everyone to remember what he just said. He just denied micro. Whoa, time out. You just got finished. And you just got finished agreeing and disagreeing with microevolution in the same breath. And I'm going to download this to prove it. Now, secondly, I want to say this. You're saying that a population will never change over time, huh?
That's not what I said.
Whoa, Steve. I got Jade.
A population will change over
Jade
time.
Or Fiona? I got one of those guys. I don't know if it's Jade or Fiona. It's on my computer. One of them saying that, no, the heck said that dinosaurs evolved into canaries over a long period of time.
That was me.
Yeah. So, and you know what? When I look at a T-Rex or a dinosaur, and I look at the birds today, they don't look alike at all.
Well, you're
deal with Steve's argument, and I'll explain that later. Deal with what Steve's saying.
Wait a minute. I'm not done.
You're done. Now you're rambling.
Neither do fish. Because you're saying that fish.
All right,
you're saying that fish did not evolve
Deal with
into
what
a land
Steve's saying.
Yeah, you're rambling now.
G-Man,
G-Man, according to evolution, I'm going to ask.
Empiricism was right about you.
I'm going to ask you again. No, you can't ramble.
Talk in here. Okay. No, you can't shut up long enough. So you know what?
We're going to ask you again. Yeah, we're going to ask you again here, G-Man. Because you've obviously answered the question
Your phone's
twice.
gonna ring soon. I don't know your number, but I know your landlord's number. Because I'm getting sick and tired of your disrespect, bro. I can play the game.
I'm asking you a question here.
No.
Here's
Acknowledge
the
what I
question.
just said.
What you just said before, I'm going to acknowledge, because one thing at a time, because I don't let people gish gallop. You just said, according to evolutionary theory, that a population of dogs can produce a population of non-dogs in violation with the law of monophyly. Where is this written? Show me the book that you are reading from that says that a population of dogs can diverge into a population of non-dogs, because that would invalidate.
I would like for you to give me 3 minutes to screen share something, and then I want to see your face. Whoa! I want to screen share something. My laptop's a little slow, so just give me a minute. All right?
Well, why don't you just produce the evidence I've asked for? Because
I'm going to screen share something.
Let's recap. When Gman first came in here, the first question I asked him was, do you accept or do you think that according to evolutionary theory that a population of dogs will produce a population of non-dogs? Did he not say no? That's not what evolution teaches, right? And I said, okay, he got that right. And then I asked him, do you think that a population of dogs can come from a population of non-dogs? You got that one wrong, because a population of dogs can come from non-dogs.
According to who? According to who?
Well, that's what evolution is about.
Whoa. I want to make sure I got you on record saying this. According to who?
Well, what do you mean on record of saying? You're
According
confusing two things.
Who? You're telling me your theory of evolution is correct. Jay, Fiona, and everyone else is wrong. Because I'm going to have a bloody field day with you later, sir. According to who? Where do you get your information from?
Okay, first of all, they're not... Okay, G-Man, listen to me very carefully. Nobody's disagreeing with each other, me and Fiona and Jade. What we're telling you is all the same thing, but you're conflating two different things. Okay?
We'll see.
All of us will say, everybody in this room will say, that a population of dogs, like Canis lupus familiaris or domesticus, can evolve from a population of non-dogs, such as wolves, Canis lupus.
Can somebody screen share something for me, please?
Yeah,
someone screen share something for me, please?
That is how evolution exists. Now, what you're saying was your question was, can a population of dogs produce a population of non-dogs? Okay, and that is in violation of what evolution teaches. Because what's called, hang on, let me finish, then you can have the floor. This is called what's called a nested hierarchy. Do you realize that in biology, you're still eukaryotic? You're still a eukaryote. You're still a vertebrate.
No, I'm not.
Well, according to evolution, in every biology.
You're a sinner and you need to repent.
Okay, so according to evolutionary biology, hang on. According to evolutionary biology, you're a vertebrate. You're a mammal. Okay, you're an animal. You're a eukaryote. Do you deny you're eukaryotic? Do you think you're prokaryote? Do you think you're a plant? Okay, these are all categories of what biology will tell you that what you are. Okay.
You don't believe you're a plant?
Now hang on. These are nested hierarchies. So therefore, once you're an animal, all your descendants will be animals.
Your YouTube career is going to be short, my friend. You just said, are you a plant? Yes or no?
I am not a plant. I don't have photosynthesis.
Great.
I'm an animal.
Your YouTube career is going to be over very quickly. You're going to get called by me. Suzuki Das went bye-bye because of what you're doing now, and you're going to be going.
Das had other things to do. You think I'm a plant? You think humans are plants?
Are you claiming taxonomy, yes or no?
You think humans are plants? Let's get this on record here. G-Man thinks humans are not animals, but they're plants.
He thinks that's what evolution is.
Why am I presented to everyone?
Steve, what you're describing is the basic level of how tier levels work everywhere in general.
Basic set theory.
Steve.
What's the criteria for an animal? I think Isaiah has about 50 different things. Basically,
that's for 8.
I have my evidence you asked me for.
Basically, an animal is somebody who's...
And there's an atheist source. I have my evidence, and I have an atheist source here. Can I give you my evidence now? And Steve, it was great knowing you on G+, man, with your reputation and everything. Because I got what you said, bro, and I'm going to embarrass your behind in a minute. May I please screen share? Can somebody screen share? Because you said that an animal is not going to become another animal over a long period of time. You said that in this room.
That's not what I said.
I'm going to download
that is not what I said.
Hey, wait, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
I need somebody who's going to screen share this for me.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a second, G-Man, because you're going way out of control, Ant, before I get Fiona in here. You're straw-manning me. First of all, what I did say, okay, was that a single dog is not going to live millions of years and change into a non-dog, because that's what you asked 3 times. Second of all, an animal is not going to live millions of years and change. What changes is called a population, which means a multiple amount of animals, okay? Now, you can have a population of animals that will diverge and become a unique new species, but it's still related to the other one. It's still a nested hierarchy. So you have a species of dogs. All their descendants will be dogs, but there'll be different types of dogs. Okay, just like eukaryotes, we're still all eukaryotic, right? But we're a different type of eukaryote.
I have my evidence right here. Whenever you're ready, I have my evidence right here that you're a liar. Right?
I will give you your time to speak. You had mentioned something about Fiona, Jade, and myself disagreeing on something. Fiona, do you disagree with me that a population of dogs monophyletically can somehow become a population of non-dogs?
Oh, they cannot become a population of non-dogs.
And that is what I've told Gman, and he says we're disagreeing on this.
No, I agree with you, as does Jade.
Oh, darn it! I guess this is Taylor's looking for you.
Can I screen share my evidence now, Steve?
It's the monophyletic, it's the monophyletic clades, etc.
Which
Steve,
again,
can I screen share my evidence, Steve?
We'll screen share your
Stay
evidence.
within your clade.
Yeah, I want you to do it, Steve. I want you to screen share my evidence.
I can't screen share anything. I'll present you.
Okay. So anyway, there's this site called Stated Clearly. I want you to play the whole 8-minute video up there.
What are you talking about?
It's called Stated Clearly, and they also have another video called
I love
What is
Stated
Natural
Clearly.
Selection. Too.
I know.
And I do too. And they're about to call you a liar. Could you
No,
please
sir.
Put it up there, please.
First of all,
Why don't you present the evidence and we'll be the judge of whether he's a liar or not, okay?
Hang on one second. First of all, have you watched Stated Clearly these videos, natural selection and what's the evidence for evolution? Look in the comments section. I have more comments on those two videos than probably anybody. Okay, I have watched those two videos.
Steve, could you screen share it, Steve? And shut up and just screen share it?
I cannot screen share, but somebody else can screen share if they wish to. But I'm not playing that whole video. But what is my lying about?
Of course you don't want to, because it's going to show you're a liar.
No, he's watched the video.
Please.
I have a bigger audience than you, and I'm going to make sure they know you're a liar. I promise you that, sir.
Really? Argument Vox Populi? Really?
G-Man's yelling and screaming.
Bigger audience than you, and I'm going to make sure they know you're a liar.
G-Man's yelling and screaming. Yeah, you don't need to yell and scream. Okay, you talked about being grown up, and yet you're the one sitting here acting like a buffoon. So listen to me carefully here.
When are you going to screen share my evidence?
I
can't screen share.
I cannot screen share.
Okay, can somebody else in here who's got some testicles in here actually screen share my proof? Please.
Testicles is computer.
Play a video. I love those two videos. I'm well familiar with them.
I'm well familiar with them too. And when he explains to you what I just said, you don't got to apologize. You're already a liar.
Why don't you tell me?
Put it up there.
Stop shouting. Can you tell me before somebody plays it, right? If somebody can screen share them, that's fine. I'll watch it again. They're great videos.
Can somebody put Stated Clearly up there? What is evolution, please?
Wait, can you tell me what the lie was first?
You just said that I said a dog was going to live millions of years. You just said that, and then I clarified what I said, and instead of you correcting your dumb argument, you made it sound like I said that again.
You did. You said it 3 times.
I'm going to download this Google Hangout and show you that.
Okay, let's take a vote here. Did G-Man say 3 times? The question was, can a dog, after millions of years, become a non-dog?
Yes. Question,
okay.
Yes.
So that is exactly what you said 3 times,
Okay,
G-Man.
so can somebody please put the video up there, please?
Steve,
by the way, are you an atheist, Steve?
I'm an agnostic. But it has nothing to do with this. So tell me what I've lied. You still have not told me what I've lied about. A dog.
I would like for you to screen share my evidence, you coward.
I've said anybody can do it.
Dude, how big is your balls? Play the video.
G-Man.
Cowards.
Wait, shut up, everybody. G-Man, listen to me.
G-Man, this isn't a WWE fight here, dude.
Listen to me very carefully, G-Man. I've given permission for anybody who wants to play the video. Okay, does anybody want to do it?
These are Steve's
Give me the link.
testicles.
I'll do it.
These are G-Man's testicles. Any questions? He's not a man. He's a he-she. He won't actually put the evidence up there.
Somebody gives me the link. If G-Man would shut up and listen.
No shit. G-Man, did you not give her the link? And did you not hear me say 3 times, G-Man, that if somebody wanted to play the video, I would go ahead and allow it?
Go ahead and play the video, Stevie boy.
I need the link.
You need to give her the link.
By the way,
I'll post it in the external chat. Calm down. I'll post it in the external chat.
And if Steve can stop eating those Doritos long enough and get away from Oprah, maybe he can get some time and actually have a debate with me on this topic.
Give me the link.
It's in the external chat, Fiona.
Yeah,
it's in the external chat.
I can't get to the external chat just now. Put it in the internal chat.
Yeah, put it in the internal chat.
Someone move it to the internal chat.
Damn, G-Man.
But I still don't.
How dare you?
This is what I do like about live hangouts. This is all being recorded, and Gman actually thinks that it's going in his favor. When everybody who's watching this is realizing
anybody who's watched me for any period of time knows my argument. You don't.
What I just said.
And anybody who's watching you will know that a dog is closer to a cat than you are to a scientist. So let's save all the dick measuring for when our dicks are out, okay, G-Man?
Enlighten. Are you an atheist? Enlighten. How long have you been lying to yourself about God not being real? How long have you been lying to yourself about God not being real?
If you want this played,
you think you stole from a rat? Whatever.
G-Man, are you going to give her the link to play this video that I love very much?
I told you guys what to do. I told you what to do.
I need the link, G-Man. If you want
I don't have the link. I told you guys to play stated clearly. The video is called.
Give me the link.
G-Man, go to the external chat and bring the link that I have there to the internal chat so Fiona can share it.
Right. Okay. Is it what is evolution? Is that the one?
Yes, it's that one. Yes.
All right. So let's play this video because G-Man couldn't tell me what I've lied about.
That's right, Steve. You'll see. Because according to you, I believe that dogs live millions of years, even though I didn't say that, you liar.
You asked the question, can a
Steve,
dog...
you're a liar, Steve. You're a liar. No respect for you, sir. You're a liar.
You were saying that's what you implied by your question. You didn't say...
Maximus, you need God, and you need Jesus Christ, you hypocrite. Seriously.
I am trying to play back the video. Will you be quiet?
Everybody's going to mute. I'll present Fiona.
The Roman Catholic Church is going to burn in a lake of fire for all of eternity.
G-Man, shut up. I am now trying to play the video.
Along with Fiona and her clan.
G-Man, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide you from broadcast as we watch this video, because we're not going to be interrupted. Yep. So you wanted to watch this video, we're going to watch this video. You are presented now, Fiona. You have the floor. G-Man cannot interrupt us while we watch this video, then I'll unbroadcast him, because obviously he can't control himself. I'll unbroadcast him throughout the video, but if he talks, then I'll unbroadcast him again.
Contributions from individual viewers like you. Stated Clearly presents, what exactly is evolution?
Okay, so let's do a quick recap. This video actually demonstrated everything I said is correct, and that what basically G-Man said made no sense. Okay, we had explained to him at the beginning that dogs evolved from wolves. He said that didn't happen. The video claimed that it did, and this is his evidence. So his own evidence refuted against him. We said that a population of non-dogs can eventually produce a population of dogs. That's speciation, but not the other way around. So a population of dogs can never produce a population of non-dogs. The video supported that.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's
there was
where
nothing,
I think he's getting confused.
I know he's getting confused. He doesn't understand there's two different statements. Okay, he doesn't understand that a population of dogs from non-dogs is different than non-dogs coming from dogs. He doesn't mentally make the connection there. And that's what people have tried to explain to him for a very long time, but for some strange reason, G-Man doesn't get it. And I don't know why. But the video basically disproved him.
Do you mind if I actually make my argument? All I need is 3 minutes.
Go ahead. All right, 3 minutes. Begin.
No, actually, I don't need that. I only need 4 seconds. And here's my 4 seconds. Where did the wolves come from?
They come from something that was non-wolves. They come from...
Where did they come from? And where did they come from?
Right, but this is a regressive thing, and you can go back as far as you want. But why not? Why talk about that? Did we not prove to you that according to your own video that dogs evolved from wolves? That's what the video said. This was your evidence.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. You're moving the goalposts right now. You're doing worse than what Matt Dillahunty does.
Well,
answer my question. If you go back far enough, what does it start off with?
Big Bang.
Come on.
Big Bang. So, G-Man.
No. I didn't say Big Bang.
Let's do this top down.
Answer my question.
I will answer your question, but let's do this top down. Do you agree now that dogs evolved from wolves, according to your own evidence, according to your own source? Is that true?
How many times you think I've said that on my channel? Are you mentally handicapped or something?
Steve, did he just say you're the one?
Steve, are you mentally handicapped, Steve? Do you know how many times I've said that? Oh, let's ask Fiona, because Fiona's probably gonna lie for you and said I never said that.
You said it.
Fiona, how many times have I brought that Grey Wolf example?
You said
come on, Fiona, lie.
Did you turn up his volume?
No, hang on. Listen.
If I may say something.
Wait, no, you cannot. Wait a second.
You guys win these arguments because you guys don't let nobody talk. Answer my question.
I am muting you. Do not interrupt me. I will let you talk as much as you want, but you're the one interrupting me. Okay, you're not the one. You're the one not letting me talk. Okay, so you would have anything you want to say, but let me finish what I'm saying before you interrupt me. Okay. Very clearly, you said when you came into this hangout, you said that dogs and wolves were the same kind and dogs did not evolve from them. Does anybody else remember him saying this?
Yes.
Okay.
So he claimed that wolves are dogs, and they're not.
Right.
Dogs are descended from wolves.
Right. That's exactly what you said, G-Man. Now you're saying completely different. So what is your statement now? Did dogs evolve from wolves, or did they not? Now that the evidence that you supplied demonstrated that you were wrong. Go ahead.
I gotta unmute. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Steve, I want to say something, and I don't want to be interrupted because you're putting words in my mouth. And I want to warn you about me, Steve, okay? Because this is our first time, I guess, talking in the same room. I could play dirty, too. Stop speaking for me, all right? This is what I'm saying, okay?
I did not,
and I'm not going to tell you no more, bro. I'm not going to tell you no more.
Said.
No, I didn't. Shut up and let me make my own statement.
You have 2 minutes, and then we're going to rewind the tape and listen to what you said.
Okay, cool. So anyway, my argument, and he knows full well what it is, okay? Where did the wolves come from? If you go back far enough, it was a single-cell organism that evolved into a multi-cell organism that eventually became a fish-like creature. Are you going to deny that that was the case?
It has nothing to do with...
Or do you even know what evolution is?
Okay, again, G-Man, you're gish galloping. Let's stick with the argument at hand.
Now I'm gish galloping.
We're not going back to the single-cell organism and common descent. You initially said, and do you disagree with this? Okay, we could go back and play the tape over again. When
Steve,
you first
you're
came
new,
in,
Steve. You're very new, Steve.
G-Man,
you're very new.
I can have an argument with you, and you're not doing very well right now, because what you're doing is
kicking your butt right now, because all you're doing is talking, and you're not letting nobody else make their arguments. I'm winning this, not you.
You made your argument. You made your argument.
You don't know this YouTube audience as well as I do.
When you said,
but won't let nobody talk.
G-Man, you will not answer a simple question.
The brakes.
Your statement was when you first came into this room, when we started talking about this, was...
You're going to be mad at me. You're going to be very mad at me, Steve.
No, I'm finding it to be very comical because you don't
No. Me and you are going to meet face to face sooner than you think. And you're not going to like me. All right? But anyway, so here's the thing now, Steve. Here it goes.
You're coming
you know full well.
Wait. You coming? Wait, are you? Okay, because I mean, she met you in New York. So why don't you come down and visit us?
I have no problem with that. I'm coming there. You can't stop me. You ain't like you got any say in there. You need to go get a job.
Why would I be thrilled to death? Let's go have a beer.
So listen,
you know where we live? It's just outside Hammond.
My argument, Steve, is this, okay? You know full well this all started with a so-called single cell, which is not a wolf. It became a multi-cell, which is not a wolf, which became a fish-like creature, which is not a wolf. Okay? It came out of water.
We're talking about macroevolution.
So the argument was, what we said from the beginning, that a wolf can come from a non-wolf, just like a dog can come from a non-dog. Where's the problem?
I thought we were talking about macroevolution here, you know?
Steve, as an agnostic, how does it feel to know that a Christian could come in your room, look you in the face and call you a liar and actually know that you're a liar?
But the only person that hears that's been wrong here is you.
I'm not lying. You don't even know my argument, and I've been on YouTube for 3 years. I don't even know who the heck you are. You're a liar.
Pump the brakes. G-Man, pump the brakes.
The next person in this room that tells me to pump the brakes or disrespects me again, you're going to be blocked. I'm not joking around. Here's the thing now, Steve. Prove to me, Steve, because you do believe that a dog will become a non-dog over time, because everything started with a single cell, which was not a dog. Okay? Now, where's your evidence for that, Steve? Where is your evidence for that, Steve?
G-Man, you're confused once again. I'm going to turn this over to Fiona because you're confused once again.
Now Fiona's going to talk for me.
A dog.
Fiona's going to talk for me.
We're not trying to talk for you. We're trying.
Yes, you are. You don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. So it's all good. It's all good.
We are telling you what you've already said in this hangout.
I'm going to start playing your game now because I can't have a serious conversation with you.
You don't remember what you just said 20 minutes ago, okay? That's the problem we're having here. Now,
Steve,
G-Man, listen to me.
I'd like to make a point.
Go ahead. G-Man just not understanding any of this.
Yeah. What I wanted to say was that when we go back to our single-celled organism, we go back to a group called eukaryotes. And we are still within that group of eukaryotes. So we remain within the clade.
When did we stop becoming eukaryotes there, G-Man? Because according to what you're saying, a dog can produce a non-dog. That's like saying an eukaryote can produce a non-eukaryote. So how
Tell me something. How many of you support censoring?
Why don't you just answer?
How many of you support censoring? How
You're
many
not
of you
being
support
censored.
censoring?
You're not being censored.
Oh, yes, you are. You won't even let me make my argument, Steve. You're scared. Listen, bro, I got your heart, and you can have it back when you man up. All right? You don't even know my argument.
Okay, you're yelling and screaming.
And what's your point? People see me do this
over
over again.
G-Man, I'm not going to let you sit here and yell and scream, okay? Everybody has sensitive ears, and this is really getting out of hand that you cannot carry on a simple conversation. We know your argument, okay? We understand your argument.
What's my argument, Steve?
That something's had to come from something else, and that there was a change in speciation from single-cell organisms to multicellular.
No, that's not my argument, Steve. What's my argument, Steve?
Then what is the point you're trying to make?
My argument is, according to the definition that I use, okay, which is stellar and planetary evolution, you got no proof for that, and you can't demonstrate any of it.
You can't demonstrate planetary evolution? You just went from biology to planetary evolution?
Again, I make a half statement, and you guys don't let me finish.
Our recharge levels have reached critical.
And you guys don't let me finish.
My head just.
What is there to finish?
Okay, can we just let Steve and G-Man do this? Because it's hurting my ears.
Holy shit.
My bad.
Oh my god.
I could just break that video apart for you if you like. Too many logical fallacies in that video presented.
Okay,
anybody who's watching this,
okay, let's see. Enlightened? Okay, cool.
That was the funniest shit I have ever heard.
Okay, so Steve, obviously I can't have a debate with you in here. You want to come to my channel where we can actually...
We're not debating.
Oh, of course you don't want to debate me. You don't want no part of me. I understand that. I understand.
G-Man, could I just make a really simple point here, G-Man? This is a really simple point. You're supposed to be having a discussion with people in here. We are not in a wrestling
for those who are watching this,
please,
I told you so.
Can you stop shouting? And can you please stop interrupting everybody? Because that's all you've done.
How to be adult.
Please, you're just talking.
They're terrorists, and they want to kill Christians. They don't care what you have to say. All they care about is slandering you. They don't want you to talk.
Having a meltdown.
Clearly, that wasn't slander to accuse us all of wanting to kill.
Drop the propaganda, G-Man. No one's buying it.
Right, so here's the thing. G-Man doesn't know how my hangouts are run.
Say this, please, G-Man. Here's the problem. You're shouting and screaming and bawling at everybody, and you're over-talking everybody.
Right.
Just bring it down a notch.
This is called having a conversation.
Can work out what everybody else is saying.
Yeah.
Because half of the time, I have to turn it down when you're screaming, and then when someone else speaks, it's too quiet for me to hear them.
Here, I'll mute for you.
Bring it down a wee bit.
But this is not the format to have a serious conversation.
Listen to me very carefully. You can speak. You cannot.
This is not a format to have a serious conversation.
Well, we have serious conversations in here.
No.
You are incapable. You are incapable of having a serious conversation because.
I am. Would you like to make a bet on that, sir?
Once you go back
and make a bet on that, sir?
You interrupt me one more time.
Stay out of Vegas, G-Man.
Okay, stop interrupting me. You can go back and listen to the tape, and you can see exactly what you said. And I hope all my people listening right now make videos about this, showing what exactly happened. Because G-Man made very specific statements that I clarified 3 times that he said the same thing upon. Then he had us watch a video that stated exactly what I was stating, that refuted what he said, because he said that dogs and wolves were the same thing and they didn't evolve from wolves. The video said that they did. Then he goes into a rant about persecution and Christianity and planetary evolution. So I want people to make a video about this showing the complete disregard for intelligent conversation that G-Man's having, and then he's saying that we cannot carry on our conversation. So he can speak, but he cannot yell. So, G-Man, say your piece. Yes, you can have full.
Okay, cool. For the record, whoever make their videos, there's about 500 videos about me on YouTube in a negative light. I don't care what you guys do. Okay, so that's number one. Steve, I'm going to offer you $100. Okay,
oh, for
to have a one-on-one, to have a moderated debate with me, where I can actually finish a statement about the topic of evolution.
I'll do it for free.
Wait, Steve, if I can prove, Steve, that everything that you said about me in this Google Hangout is incorrect, you leave YouTube.
Oh,
if you can prove that I actually believe in dog for millions of years, I will YouTube. Get ready to pack your bag.
Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully, G-Man. I have something what's called integrity and honor. Okay, and I will not debate you or anybody that I just.
Of course you won't. Of course you won't.
Let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying here.
Empiricism. Hang out on my channel in about 10 minutes. You are a liar.
Yeah,
you are a liar.
G-Man, listen
And
to me
you're
very
a
carefully.
buffoon.
Guys, if you're watching this Google Hangout, G-Man versus the World 39 in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, G-Man's going to take off here and he's going to run away.
I'm not going to run nowhere.
Okay.
Steve,
Listen.
didn't you predict this to happen like
Yes.
about an hour ago when
Yes,
you
It
were
was
talking?
kind of obvious that it would.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what G-Man does, and I want everybody to understand this. This is actually helping me out tremendously. Because what G-Man's doing is actually showing exactly what I predicted, showing exactly what kind of person he is. Okay? When I have a hangout like this, and everybody who knows has been in my hangouts, we have discussions. We talk about things. Okay? G-Man is incapable of talking. What he wants is sound bites that he can go use somewhere. Okay? And he wants to play these silly little games about debating and bets and all that other nature because he's incapable of understanding the topic. Because he's made so many fundamental mistakes that a 3-year-old wouldn't make. And yet he doesn't recognize them. So I want to have a conversation with him, just like I would anybody else that's making these kinds of completely scientific illiterate statements. But he's not grasping a fundamental difference between a nested hierarchy where a population of dogs can speciate into other species of dogs than a population of non-dogs like wolves speciation that will eventually become dogs. He's not understanding the difference there. And I don't know how else to explain it to him because we've tried. And he doesn't understand it.
Also, remember, we were talking about canids. So we're not just talking at species level, but we're talking about a genus here.
Genus, exactly, yeah.
We are talking about genus, and so, you know...
Fiona, what's my argument, Fiona?
But the genus is lupus, G.
Wait
No,
a minute.
lupus
Fiona, what's
is
my
the
argument? Fiona knows my
binomial.
argument. Fiona actually knows my argument. Fiona, what's my argument, Fiona? Because Steve's a moron. What's my argument, Fiona?
You haven't corrected me on anything yet.
Steve, go get a job, Steve. You need to get your own apartment.
Argument. You
Fiona,
ask me a
what's my
question,
argument?
are you going to let me answer it? When you ask a question, G-Man, the trick is to shut your gob and listen to the answer. Okay? Your argument has always been, show me a dog becoming a non-dog over millions of years. That's always been your argument.
That's my argument, Fiona?
That's what your argument has been.
Okay, can you say that one more time, Fiona? That's my argument. That the only argument I make is the dog becoming a non-dog, and I don't say anything else.
You didn't ask me if it was the only. You just said what's my argument.
No! I got you on air. Finally, I got your butt saying that. Please tell me what my argument is.
No, G-Man.
Come on.
Question that you.
For empiricism, you got your material.
Show me.
Come on.
The question that you asked me was what was the argument you were making in here, and that was the argument you were making in here. You didn't ask me what is the only argument I have ever made, because I wouldn't have said that in answer to the question, what is the only argument I have ever made? You asked me what your argument was in this hangout. And
I didn't say it in this hangout. I did not say it in this hangout. I make my argument on people's channels all the time. You know my argument, Fiona. You're lying, Fiona.
No.
G-Man, shut up.
Wow.
Yelling.
I'm never going to be able to tell the truth.
G-Man.
On your listening ears, child, listen.
Stop yelling, G-Man.
You are asking what your argument has been. You're claiming Steve is misrepresenting your argument. Now, this is a hangout that you are in with Steve. So you've asked me to say what your argument is. Now, I made the assumption that given that you're talking to Steve here, that you mean the argument that you are having with Steve. That's what I've done. I didn't assume that when you said, what is my argument, that you wanted me to go through every argument that you have ever made on YouTube over the years that you have been here. I made the assumption that you meant the argument that you're making in this hangout that you claim Steve is lying about. So don't try and make it out that I've answered a different question.
Yeah, and it's funny because...
Don't call me a liar.
Yeah, it's funny because all true empiricism and you, G-Man, and FD, all you guys do is call people liars, but you have nothing to back it.
I got a whole hangout to prove you're a liar. I got an entire hangout to prove you're a liar.
Okay, you interrupted me. So far, none of you have ever said a single thing that I've ever lied about, G-Man. You know why you won't catch me in a lie? Because I don't need to lie. I have evidence and facts, and if I'm mistaken on something, I will correct myself. And I say, you know what? I was wrong about that.
Really?
But I don't go right.
Really?
Oh yes.
Really?
Oh yes. I've been corrected on a few things every so often. I mean, even on minor stuff, when I just make something like a mental, I fucked up. Fiona will message me and say, Fiona will say, you might want to correct that. Okay, and I'll be like, oh, thank you.
Yo, Steve.
Why
I'll tell
are
you
you
what, Steve. I'll tell you what.
Why don't you be
I'll
quiet?
tell you what, Steve. I'm going to give you an opportunity right now to admit that you're lying, Steve.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to mute you until you learn you do not interrupt me, because I'm not interrupting you. I'll give you plenty of time to talk. But Fiona has on numerous occasions, well, okay, not numerous, a handful at best, but occasionally I will make a brain fart, and she'll message me and say, hey, Steve, you might want to go look at what you wrote. And I'll go, oh, shit, and I'll recognize the mistake and see that I fucked up, and I'll change something, or I'll rescind what I said, because I at least have a basic understanding of some of this material, okay? I do this. To date, I have not thought that I've made a serious, true empiricism type mistake, like things like DNA degrades in water, okay? That is a fundamental mistake. Those kind of mistakes I'm not aware that I made. However, if I have, I would correct them too. But I certainly have not lied about anything. Everything I've said is true. Okay? If there's a mistake, that's a mistake. But I've not lied about anything. So if you have something that you want to challenge me on that I've lied about, you have 2 minutes to go ahead. Tell me what I've lied about, and everybody shut up, and then I will address it. Go, because I'm not scared.
Don't worry, Steve. Everybody on YouTube is going to know who you are soon, Steve. Don't worry about it.
G-Man, you mind if I take a second to respond to G-Man's?
Well, I want him to tell me what I lied about first.
Can we get another Christian in this room? I'm surrounded by non-believers. Can I get another Christian in this room?
Oh dear, he's
That's the question. Please,
according to
loud
G-Man,
noises.
there's
Catching
only
the
one
atheist
Christian
cooties.
in
I mean,
this
seriously. I mean, I'm here with a bunch of people who lie to themselves and lie to people.
Max, you can have it in a second. I want him to answer my question, because I'm not scared of any of them. I've open hangouts where any of them can ask me anything they want. I'm hardly intimidated by any one of them. There's nothing to be intimidated about them. Anybody who watches this video can
Why
see
are you an atheist?
that G-Man has made fun
Why
of.
are you an atheist?
He's
Why
not
are you an atheist?
You idiot!
You're an agnostic atheist, you moron!
No,
Why
I'm
are you
not
an atheist?
Aesthetic, agnostic, theological,
Why
and
are you an
cognitivist.
atheist?
Why
are you an atheist?
about that?
Come on.
G-Man,
What's that pone you're behind? Why are you an atheist?
you asked me.
Why-
Can you let
why are
Max
you-
actually attempt this one, please?
Yeah. If you,
Why are you a theist?
Let Max.
You need help. You need help, Steve. You're a coward. You need help from a girl. Whatever, man. You can't do your own work.
Will you shut up,
You
G-Man?
need help from a girl, man, because you can't do nothing yourself.
All right, so G-Man won't shut up. So anyways, G-Man asked the question about why I'm an atheist. I'm going to answer this because he won't shut up. I am not an atheist. I am not an agnostic atheist. I do not use agnosticism as a modifier. The only person that got it right was the doctor. I'm an agnostic, apatheist, theological non-cognitivist. Okay? Now that is my stance for very different reasons that I can go into any time. Most people already know why I label myself that way. Okay? But in no way do I identify with atheism, because atheism is a theological position that I do not hold. Okay? And I have a video on this if you want to go watch about atheism.
There's no such thing as an atheist, and there's definitely no such thing as an agnostic atheist. My friend, you are full of it, and you're a fake and a fraud.
Well,
Trust me. I can
Why are
Nice
you,
shadow
why are
boxing,
you a
G-Man.
theist?
Yeah. So
Why
you
are you a
voted.
theist?
So you
Why are
voted.
you a chocolate
I got a
atheist,
rap here.
man? Why are you a
There's
chocolate
rap in here,
atheist?
So
this
you
guy's
just-
a joke.
so
I
you
thought I
just-
was going to get some competition.
G-Man,
This guy makes
can we have a
assertions
sound
and
check for Max, please?
And assertions
Can we
and
have a sound check
assertions.
for Max,
You haven't
please?
proved nothing since you've been in here,
Can we have a
Steve.
sound check
you-
for Max, please?
Yeah.
Sound
Max.
check 1, 2.
Yes, you can. Yes, Max. You
Right, we
might
can
go.
hear Max. Right, on you go. Right, go,
All
Max.
right, so Max, go ahead, because G-Man doesn't want to address what I just
All
told
right,
him, and he changed it to something completely different. Go ahead, Max.
So I just wanted to make a point about genes, maybe going far back to, the only question that G-Man raised that kind of makes sense, which is about when does, a species X become species not X. Species change in populations when there comes a certain point where the genes of the species do not reproduce in the same way far later on, and at that point we declare those two as different populations because they don't reproduce amongst one another, and that's just about it. Genes themselves have natural tendencies to a certain end, and they also have ways of correcting correcting if there's any kind of mistake going on, I believe. And at that point, and it's by looking at both the genes and the change in populations where we determine kind of a taxonomy and then later say this is species X and this is species non-X. So we have this huge spectrum, and these taxonomies are ways of us sorting out which species belong where and their relationship amongst one another and members of other species, one which they might be more closely related to and ones which they are further related from. That is my understanding of it. If Fiona wants to correct me on it, I'd be all ears, or Steve. So there we are.
Yeah, I would just say that all we do with the definition of species is that can they breed to produce fertile offspring?
Mm-hmm.
It's no use if you produce infertile offspring,
right?
Because your genes won't then get passed on. So that is one of the main dividing points. Now the thing is, species, genus, etc. These are man-made categories where we categorize everything, and so the organisms themselves haven't read the books, so they don't know that we want them to slot neatly into these categories, and so you will find the odd exception, various hybrids that can turn up. You get hybridization, and they are actually fertile. So that can happen, but we generally say that it's no longer the same species when they can't breed with each other and produce fertile offspring, because you need them to be fertile.
This is a bedtime story for adults.
And this is what don't interrupt.
There he goes again. You see, he can't control himself. He's got no self-control.
He has issues. He has issues. And this is very fun. This is Max, but this is similar to what Tommy Hall had a problem with. Remember on my debate I talked about Incitata salamanders and ring speciation, and Tommy could understand that even at the end of the ring, where some of these salamanders could actually breed together, it was a hybrid. They suffer from post-zygotic termination. So even though that they were viable to form a zygote, it never became to term. And what happens is, as Fiona says, if that happens, you don't have offspring that are fertile. So it doesn't matter at that point whether their offspring died in utero, or it doesn't matter if it was post-zygotic, or if they never made it. The end result, the consequentialism is the same. There is no fertile offspring to keep going. Okay?
Now, right, and Gman just said it's currently in a dismissive manner that it's a bedtime story for adults. So, but this was in response to a question you had, Gman, and whether or not this is true or false isn't really relevant, because you asked you asked a question about the theory itself, and then we gave you an explanation just now about how we distinguish, species X from species not X, and how species not X can come from species X and vice versa.
What does Gman, do you deny speciation even occurs? I mean, does speciation happen?
Hey, Steve, check it out, bro.
Well, why don't you answer a question? I just answered a question.
Steve, I challenge you to a debate. I challenge you to a debate. You said no. There are other people in the room who I would like to talk to. They actually
Can I say something?
No,
Can I say something?
Can I talk to Max? Max is in college. Can I talk to Max? Okay. Steve, you don't know nothing, Steve. I want to talk to Max.
Gman, it's Steve's hangout.
Max actually debated me. Max actually debated me.
I'd like to say something.
Hang on,
so let me talk to Max here real quick.
No, go play with Max in his hangout. This is my hangout.
Oh, okay, it's your hangout. That's right.
Okay.
It is his hangout.
And I'm perfectly capable of having a discussion with people.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're perfectly capable of over-talking me and making blind assertions without proving anything. That's what you're capable of. You're not capable of proving diddly squat.
I just asked you a
Wow, project much?
Yeah, projection.
You're perfectly capable of interrupting people when they're trying to answer.
Atheists are liars, guys. If you're watching this, especially if you're a Christian, this is what happens when you're in a room full of atheists, and this is why I don't tell you guys to go to their rooms. Do not
Can I say
Christians
something?
in this room, Gman. There are Christians in this room, so don't pull that.
No, Fiona, you're not even a theist, Fiona. You just admitted to biological evolution. You're not a theist.
Stop yelling.
You will let me finish, Gman. Now, you've already made threats to Steve that you will phone him at home. You've made threats, we'll meet up face to face. And now you're starting with threats of some form of YouTube.
Okay, do not mute her. Okay, she's not yelling.
How dare you, Gman?
Why? Yeah, okay, I'm going to hide
Where did it get to, guys? Where did it get to?
Okay, first of all, we're gonna hide G-Man, and he
You
can go
to the threats. You were talking about the threats in which I do clearly remember.
Okay.
He made several threats with you, Fiona, and Steve. Several.
Okay, I'll block you next. I'll block you next.
Fiona was not yelling. There was no reason.
G-Man has just blocked me.
I'm gonna block you in a minute.
What I'm going to say is this.
Yeah.
G-Man has made threats on camera live in this hangout about phoning you at home, about phoning your landlord.
I'm going to start my...
And about... See, oh, he's run away.
I reject him.
All good. And,
Thank you, Steve.
Meeting with you, and also, let me finish, please, Steve. In the side chat, there are the threats that he's going to be doing some form of YouTube harassment of me. If you think I got you before and all the rest of it. If G-Man keeps up these threats, then he will end up in trouble. Because YouTube don't look kindly on threats. And to make threats, to phone someone,
he did threaten
to phone their landlord.
He threatened my landlord, and he threatened to come down here.
Right, that, and then the threats in the chat started, and I've got them screen grabbed.
Thank you. He threatened me once at the beginning too. It was just once.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I only ejected him because we have a standing rule. If you block somebody in my hangout, you go bye-bye. Everybody knows this. He blocked Fiona, right?
I'm going to screen grab that block, right?
Yeah,
he tried. Yeah, he tried to get me to block.
Yeah. He doesn't get any special treatment. He knows that rule, and he knows that he will be ejected. So he wanted to get ejected because he's been in other hangouts where we've had this rule that if you block somebody, you get ejected. We all know this rule. We've all been around a long time. He knows it as well. So he wanted to get ejected so he can go say, oh, I got ejected, which is fine because that's what we do. We eject people that block people. And he threatened me multiple times, which is fine. And he can call me anything he wants, but he has nothing substantive. He couldn't tell me a single lie that I said. He couldn't answer a single question that I posed to him. He basically got his ass handed to him, and he's too stupid to realize it.
Well, the best part about it was when his own video that he told you to look up
exactly
did everything
was
he
full
said.
of logical fallacies.
Yes. I mean, his own video that he wanted to play basically owned him.
And when he asked me what argument he was making, did I get that right? I mean, he seems to think that I got that completely wrong.
Well, that's the argument he's made repeatedly, at least with respect to dogs. He's constantly said that dogs never produce non-dogs.
Yeah, because he says show me a dog become a non-dog over millions of years. Because that's why Steve was saying they don't live for millions of years.
Right.
It's not
just that he tried so hard to reverse it. He wanted the whole thing with dogs to become non-dogs and have completely ignored the genetic past. I'm like, what's?
Yeah, I don't have the patience to really turn this into a video if somebody else wants to, but I'm certain of what transpired, and he exactly asked me 3 times. Can a dog over millions of years become a non-dog? And he wasn't grasping the fact that a dog doesn't live millions of years.
I think you just
just to throw something in there. The reason I gave what I believe to be the pretty standard response there. I'm guessing, and I only know the response because I've heard other people say the response. This isn't the first time G-Man has been, familiar with it. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have given this before me, and yet he isn't charitable enough to understand the argument, at least coming from this side, or at least phrase one kind of response to Steve and ask, hey, Steve, this is the response I get from other people who teach me about evolution. Is this the same thing you're going to give me as well?
May I point out? Hi, it looks like I missed all the fun. Wow. I didn't even see the previous part. I just got back to my computer and logged
missed
on.
And become a raving lunatic.
I just barely saw that he was on, and then I was trying to come in, and boom, I guess you kicked him. And
he went pedal to the metal Fundy, basically.
Yeah.
Well, again,
what I wanted to say is I have personally, let's make this clear, I have personally told G-Man several times that a dog will never become a non-dog.
Yes.
Or
and
a population
Steve
of dogs will never become non-dogs. Yeah, and then he was like, Yeah, and then at the beginning he's like, well, Jade and Fiona are going to get on your ass because they disagree with you. I'm like, no, they don't. I guarantee it. And then he's like, he's telling me that I'm misrepresenting what he's saying, yet I'm parroting word for word what he had just said not more than 15 minutes after he said it.
And in front of a few witnesses, nonetheless.
It doesn't matter. He's going to cut this up. He's going to cut this up and use it for self-promotional. That's why he's here.
Of course.
Because he needs viewers.
Now, if some
That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's hating the fact that I'm getting more views than he is. He's hating it.
He's desperate.
Like I said from the get-go, atheist, no, chocolate atheist, a little more money, a full-blown retard. Hey, that's what money is.
If you guys may remember, Chocolate Atheist, he was Chocolate Atheist for less than a day, so he didn't make any money off of that. He didn't intend to. It was his plan to defeat the No True Scotsman fallacy, which is really stupid. But if some of you may remember, a while back, I made a little video showing that a dog will never turn into a non-dog. Mm-hmm. So if Gman ever tries to say I ever said anything different, point to that video.
Is there a G-Man's Greatest Hits channel?
There should be, right? You'd think there'd be enough material.
Yeah, but after a while, it would just be the same thing over. It would just be the same guy screaming and yelling and whipping out a bullhorn because he's that insecure.
Yeah, he's not even as entertaining as Darwin's, right?
Hey, Fiona.
That's true.
He kept on trying to bring it back. He kept on talking about atheism and agnosticism and Christianity and all this other stuff, and he just cannot stay on a simple topic. The guy's incapable of having a conversation. Like, seriously.
One at that.
He tried so hard to marry it to some kind of just religious. You wouldn't let it.
What was his connection to stars and stuff? I kind of missed that part.
He
sounded like I was listening to Hoban.
No, there was none. He went off the deep end.
That was the highlight. That was A.B. Potato.
Yeah, there was no connection. That was him being G-Man to the fullest of all.
But Brenda hit the nail on the head. I know when he comes in here, he's looking for fodder for his channel. I get that, right? I don't even fault him. Yeah, I don't even fault him for being desperate because I am cutting into his views. And people that go to his channel don't agree with him mostly. And people that listen to the live feed think he's an idiot. And almost all his subscribers, right, the vast majority of them are atheists and people who disagree with him. Okay, that's not the case in my subs. Okay, there are people that disagree with me, but the vast majority support me. There's a difference.
Well, not so much anymore because the last couple videos you made kind of pissed everyone off and they left.
Yeah, a couple of atheists, right? Fuck them. But
how dare you not define atheist as the way I define atheist?
You know what's funny is Doctor was like one of the first person to really he was like, yeah, Steve, you're absolutely right, and he's been supportive the entire time, and I've been,
or even better,
Jade,
how dare you not agree with? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What? Because Jade, you're pleased to know that according to G-Man, Roman Catholics don't believe there's a God.
Yeah.
Really?
G-Man has no problem committing fratricide.
So we're back to Christianity not being the biggest religion.
But this is why I could never debate him or debate Neffy.
No,
you cannot debate somebody. Yeah, there's nobody. You can't debate somebody this fundamentally, fractally wrong about things, right? It would.
Do you know what gets me?
That's the Calvinist Baptist in them talking. Trust me.
He's
Here's
not
a question for you. How come that the Christians in the room aren't Christians and the atheists in the room aren't atheists?
Yeah, we're all theists. I mean, what the hell are we then?
No Christians are Christians. No atheists are atheists.
Well, and I'm agnostic, so I know what the hell I am, I guess.
Well, I was trying to count that up, and I think that the atheists at the time were actually the minority in the room when G-Man was in here.